The jewel of the Rosenwald collection is this 15th century, large format, 2-volume Bible, known as the Giant Bible of Mainz. Lessing J. Rosenwald gave this manuscript to the Library of Congress on April 4th, 1952, exactly 500 years to the day after the late medieval scribe began working on this very large project. Hello, I'm Marianna Stell, reference librarian in the Rare Book and Special Collections Division at the Library of Congress. I'm in the Rosenwald Room, a space fashioned after the library of bibliophile and philanthropist Lessing J. Rosenwald, who bequeathed to the Library of Congress one of the most important collections of image-rich books in the world. One of the first questions that most people ask about any manuscript is how long did it take a scribe to handwrite this manuscript? Well, in this case, we know the answer. The scribe of the Giant Bible of Mainz left us a rare gift. He dated his work. Dated manuscripts are rare, and this scribe documented both a start and an end date. At the end of the second volume, we find the following written testament from the scribe himself. The end of the Old and the New Testaments of the entire Bible, which the faithful Calamus, beginning on the 4th of April in the year of our Lord 1452, concluded with celestial aid on the 9th of July the following year. The name Calamus is Latin for pen, so we can say quite literally that Calamus is our scribe's pen name. We can also say that Calamus's dates correspond to that evocative period of time when in Mainz, Germany, Johannes Gutenberg was creating the first Bible ever printed with movable metal type, the famous Gutenberg Bible. The concurrent creation of the Giant Bible of Mainz and the Gutenberg Bible has captured the imagination of scholars and book lovers for decades. Could Gutenberg have known or seen the Giant Bible in its infancy? Perhaps. Until recently, the first record of the Giant Bible within the area of Mainz, Germany, dates from more than 100 years after its creation. In 1566, Heinrich von Stockheim, a cantor at Mainz Cathedral, wrote on the first leaf that he had given it over to the cathedral. However, historian John Jefferson has lately identified the 2 coats of arms on this first leaf of the Giant Bible of Mainz as belonging to 2 important individuals involved in ecclesiastical reforms within the Diocese of Mainz, Germany, Bishop Rudolf of Rudersheim and Abbot Emmerich Nauta of Johannesburg Monastery, located only a short distance up the Rhine River from the city of Mainz. When we consider the status and the reputation of Rudolf of Rudersheim within the community of Mainz and the added involvement of Johannesburg Monastery in the story of patronage, John Jefferson's monumental discovery makes the likelihood that Gutenberg may have crossed paths with the Giant Bible much more plausible than we initially thought. Understanding the patronage of the Giant Bible of Mainz may also help us to solve the mystery of why such a brilliant and beautiful manuscript was never completed. The beginning of the Giant Bible of Mainz is exquisitely painted and illuminated. The beautiful border paintings are filled with animals, hunting scenes, birds, flowers, mythical creatures, and even an astonishingly real-looking housefly. But this master illuminator's work stops at leaf 31, at the beginning of the Old Testament book of Leviticus. 2 small paintings called miniatures appear later in volume 1 by a different artist. But as is apparent from his work at the beginning of the book of Esther, the borders have been left incomplete. And even more strangely, the gold leaf has been applied throughout both volume 1 and volume 2, even when the paintings are evidently missing. Why was the production of this manuscript so unusual and ultimately arrested when the parchment and the gold leaf and the paintings were so incredibly costly? By digitizing this designated national treasure, the Library of Congress invites everyone to explore this amazing manuscript page by page. We hope that experiencing this unique combination of 15th century artistry, luxury, and incompleteness will prompt further research and inspire new artistic creativity for generations to come.